With the 21st pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Cincinnati Bengals select Billy Price, center, Ohio State.
All right, so back-to-back centers go off the board here.
And Price can play all three interior offensive line positions. It's a great pick because they traded for Cordy Glenn, the left side solid. After that, they're hurting up front. That gives them a starting center with the capability of playing either guard.
So 2 Ohio State players have been taken in the first round, one to Cleveland, one to Cincinnati. The Tennessee Titans just moved up and got a 6th round selection from Baltimore, who moved 3 spots down and improved their 6th round pick into a 4th round selection.
The 22nd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Tennessee Titans select Rashaan Evans, linebacker, Alabama.
So Evans is a 1-year starter at Alabama. I give him credit. He hung in there. 14 and 15, he didn't play much. 16, he had some injuries during the season. Came out this year as a 1-year starter. Battled through a hernia injury early in the year. His tape is outstanding. Well coached, has production coming off the edge on 3rd down, even though I don't think that's what he's going to be at this level. But keep in mind with Tennessee what they have at linebacker. Wesley Woodyard, 32 years old. They signed Will Compton from Washington, and Jayon Brown is more of a dime guy. So he's a starter day one.
So the New England Patriots are now 2.5 minutes into being on the clock. This is the pick they acquired from the Rams in exchange for Brandon Cooks, and former Patriot Mike Vrabel now has a piece to the defense hopping in front.
With the 23rd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Isaiah Wynn, tackle, Georgia.
Wow. They said tackle, Mike. Yeah. They didn't say guard. They said tackle. They announced him as a tackle. Most of the league looks at him as a guard, but he fits what Dante Scarnecchia, the offensive line coach at New England Patriots, looks for. He's under 6'3". He's a left tackle conversion for most of the league. However, in New England, he might be a left tackle. He pops out of his stance. He fits a zone scheme. And trust me, Dante Scarnecchia will get this kid. He's one of the best quick set pass protection guys I've seen in college football in years. Stevens right here.
With the 24th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Carolina Panthers select DJ Moore, wide receiver, Maryland.
But there he is at home, presented by Oikos 000. DJ Moore is now going to join Devin Funchess and the re-signed Greg Olsen and Christian McCaffrey, and obviously Cam Newton quarterbacked offense with Norv Turner coordinating it in Carolina.
He actually had 8 quarterbacks in his 3 years there, including 3 this year, and still caught 80 passes for over 1,000 yards. I love his run after catch. I love his toughness. He's got an edge about him. 6 feet 210. He's built like a running back. He's got all kinds. He was a fast riser throughout the draft. 8 different quarterbacks in 3 years. Run after catch like a running back. He's got to learn how to run routes a little bit. I think Steve Stiff could help him a little bit. Look at him run through the defensive end. When the ball's in his hands, he thinks he's better than anybody else on that field. Is he a little bit raw? Yeah, but strong hands. He ran in the low 4.4s. Good catch over, natural catcher of the football. Strong hands up in the air. He rips it away from people, back of the end zone, plays bigger than 6 feet.
He can line up outside. He's elusive. He'll run through you, he'll run around you, and he'll run away from you. If you really want to know the truth of how I feel, they have never been able to replace me until today. DJ Moore will be at that organization for a long time, and I look forward to talking about him on the network.
Wow, well said.
With the 25th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Hayden Hurst.
There you go,
tight
DJ.
end, South Carolina.
Good pick, DJ.
Smart way to maneuver around the board, right, Mike?
And that's classic Ozzie and Eric DeCosta, moving down twice, get the guy for the right value, 6'4.5", 250 from South Carolina. He was a Pirates pitcher, got the yips, all of a sudden became a football player, natural hand snatcher. You can see it from his baseball ability. Willing competitor in the run game, and I think that's important in Baltimore, that you've got to commit to run block also. So he can play outside, use his body, pivot to get away from a safety, catches the ball really easily and naturally. Coming down on a little RPO in the open field. Now look, he's an athlete, folks. He ran 4.67, but I think he plays faster. They even hand him the football on the end around.
With the 26th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Atlanta Falcons select Calvin Ridley, wide receiver, Alabama.
At home with Calvin Ridley in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. Presented by Oikos 000, overcoming with emotion right here. What a neat moment where the Falcons rise up. Pat, his whole family, dream being realized. It's awesome. And we would say, we return to Twitter to see what Julio Jones thinks about an Alabama Crimson Tide receiver joining him, but we all know he's kind of changed his social media strategy over the last 48 hours.
He's familiar playing in that Falcon Stadium, too. SEC championship,
oh, yeah.
national championship.
That's right. Look at him. Oh, look at he's crying. This is awesome.
With the 27th pick in the 2018 draft, the Seattle Seahawks select Rashad Penny, running back, San Diego State.
Okay.
How about that? Think he's going defense, they go offense. The premier kick returner and the full-time three-down back, Rashad Penny. He was the Mountain West Offensive and Special Teams Player of the Year. 8 kick return touchdown. I hate to say this, Coach, but his Stanford tape was outstanding.
I saw it firsthand. The guy is big, he's physical, he breaks tackles, he doesn't have the high-level speed that our top pick had, but this guy's special.
Yeah, and I call him a weaver. He's not a big make-your-miss guy, but at 220 pounds, he weaves, he makes that safety miss right there very easily, and then when you get him in the return game, I would say outside of Saquon Barkley, he's the best kickoff return guy in the country. 8 return touchdowns. He went to Mobile, Alabama, and I thought had an outstanding practice week. Finished it off with a big game. It's a little surprising he went that early, but if you look at Seattle and their recent history at the running back position, he brings some stability and can play all 3 downs.
Okay.
We have a very special moment to make the announcement of the Pittsburgh Steelers selection. We are honored to have with us an extraordinary man who continues to amaze us with his unyielding determination and his unwavering spirit. We are so proud of him, and he inspires us all. Please welcome, joined by his fiancée Michelle, Ryan Shazier.
With the 28th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Pittsburgh Steelers select Terrell Edmonds.
NFL draft history that brothers are taken in the same first round. His brother Tremaine was taken by the Bills 16th overall. And now it is Terrell Edmonds taken 28th overall as announced by Ryan Shazier. That was an awesome moment.
I got chill bumps watching Ryan Shazier walk out there with his fiancée.
With the 29th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Jacksonville Jaguars select Taven Bryan, defensive tackle, Florida.
6'5", 291. combine workout was absolutely outstanding. One-year wonder, high ceiling. He had Gerald McCoy measurables at the combine, but didn't have the same production coming out. He's a one gap and go, get up the field, defensive tackle. A natural three technique. You see that get off, coach? Pretty special. Now, part of the problem was in this game right here against Florida State, even though that's tremendous get off right there, I counted him on the ground 13 times against Florida State. So I thought I watched 4 tapes. 3 of them were outstanding. 1 of them was not. But his upside is through the roof.
With the 30th pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Minnesota Vikings select Mike Hughes, defensive back, University of Central Florida. With the 31st pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the New England Patriots select Sony Michel,
There you go.
running back, Georgia.
Okay, so in an offensive system that lost Dion Lewis and has had obviously James White, Rex Burkhead, we've seen it, how they use running backs like matchup nightmares. This is one, huh?
Yeah, I mean, he averaged 7 yards against Bama. He reminds me when they hand the ball to him of Alvin Kamara. He's a violent runner, even though he's a make-you-miss guy. Look at the jump cut there. Another cut the opposite way, now north and south. And look at that one. That's 3 in a row, and then the stiff arm. Look at him run through. He's more powerful than people think. So look at the hole. Now you've got a linebacker and a safety with an angle on him. I'm going to outrun that one. I'm going to outrun that one. I think with his ball in the hand, look at how tough he is. Vanderbilt, 4, 5, 6 guys. With the ball in his hands, I think he's as talented as Kamara. This is the part of the game where I don't think he's quite as advanced. I'm not saying he doesn't have good hands. I just don't think he's done as much pass receiving as Kamara has. But he's got an opportunity with Tom Brady in that offense to be special early.
The Philadelphia Eagles have traded the 32nd pick to the Baltimore Ravens. With the 32nd pick in the 2018 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Ravens select Lamar Jackson.
There it is.
Wow. Quarterback, Louisville.
Okay.
Listen to this place go crazy right now.
There he is, the Heisman Trophy winner from a couple years ago.
Going in a whole new direction. And Ozzie Newsome, even though this is his last draft, he's trying to get ahead of the curve, something he's done throughout his career as general manager of the Ravens. Be ahead of trends, Mike, and I think you're going to see this. It's a risk. It's a gamble, no question.
Well,
but they're going for it.
We talk about an electrifying upside, a little bit raw in the pass game, but the first time I threw the tape on with the whippy arm and the unbelievable skill and speed, I thought Michael Vick. And, Coach, I agree. It's a commitment philosophically and schematically to a completely different type of football, and that whole building has to embrace it.
It in your eyes. I can see you a little bit upset, a little deterred, but guess what?
I'm here.
It's here. You're here.
I'm a Raven. It's on. All year, every year. Yes, sir.
What could you have done differently that you could have gotten out of that room quicker and got drafted earlier in your career?
Nothing. I'm happy to be a Raven. It don't even matter.
Yesterday does not matter. You're looking forward to today.
I'm looking forward to being a Raven.
What are they getting?
Everything out of me. They're going to get a Super Bowl out of me. Believe that.